What is rice? Rice is liable for 20% of the whole total populace's calorie utilization. It's been developed for something like 8,000 years, some gauge it might even be up to 15,000 years. It is a work-concentrated grain, requiring a great deal of water to develop. The external unpalatable structure is eliminated through processing. This makes earthy-colored rice. On the off chance that you keep processing and eliminate the wheat and husk layer, white rice is made. White rice has far less supplements than earthy-colored rice, notwithstanding it keeps longer and cooks rapidly. The most nutritious type of rice is GABA rice, which is earthy-colored rice splashed for around 20 hours and sprouted. You can grow your own or it's accessible here to purchase. Rice is normally portrayed as long, medium or short grain. Long grain is normally fragrant and holds its shape well in the wake of cooking. Basmati, fragrant jasmine, and Whymper are a wide range of long grain rice. Medium grain is stickier and creamier when cooked. Both risotto and sushi rice are generally medium grain. Short grain rice is the stuff you'll discover in rice pudding, and it's likewise utilized in risottos or anything requiring a tacky starch discharge. Or then again add tone to your dishes by utilizing dark or red rice. Rice is high in fiber and is more than 70% starch, the primary hotspot for your body's energy. It is a decent wellspring of nutrient E, B nutrients, thiamine and niacin, and potassium. How healthful your rice is relies upon the sort of rice and the dirt conditions. Earthy-colored rice contains altogether more manganese, selenium, essential fatty acids and whole grain fiber than the de-hulled white rice does. Earthy-colored rice is additionally as far lower on the glycemic index than white as the fiber balances out glucose levels. GABA rice was created in the UN Year of Rice. It significantly builds gamma-aminobutyric corrosive, a vital controller of neurotransmission and other fundamental capacities. Individuals experiencing tension, a sleeping disorder and epilepsy don't create undeniable degrees of GABA normally. It's inconceivably valuable in this bio-accessible structure. Admission of GABA rice over the long run assists lower with blooding pressure, further develop kidney work and decrease restlessness. Growing the rice additionally works on the degrees of nutrient E, fiber, magnesium and cell reinforcements. How would I plan rice? As a rule, the assimilation strategy works the best for cooking rice. You'll require 2 sections water, or stock, to 1 section rice, a little salt and a tight-fitting cover for your skillet. For earthy-colored rice you'll require around 40 minutes, however conceivably up to around 55 minutes an hour relying upon the rice and regardless of whether it has been pre-drenched. For white rice 12 to 15 minutes. Do check the producer's directions and change likewise. You'll need around 2.5 ounces per individual. That is 65 milliliters, since you measure rice by volume not load for cooking. Flush the rice well under chilly running water and eliminate any trash. Heat up the pot. Warm a touch of oil in a wide-based skillet. Measure the rice, add it to the dish and coat it with a little oil. Measure the water, recall 2 sections water or stock to 1 section rice, so 65 milliliters requirements 130 milliliters of fluid. Add the water to the skillet, let it bubble up, then, at that point pop a tight-fitting cover on the container and turn the warmth down to its most reduced setting. Set a clock and when it's set check the water has been totally consumed by tipping it aside, if not it needs a couple of more minutes. Hurl a perfect tea towel over it to retain the steam and following 5 or 10 minutes cushion it up with a fork. Done. GABA rice is developed earthy-colored rice. It takes somewhat less cooking time than earthy-colored rice, so cook for 30 minutes and check. It ought to be marginally chewy, yet gentler than earthy-colored rice as a rule. It relies upon how much water the rice has ingested, so check routinely so you don't overcook and miss out on every one of the supplements. To develop your own rice, you'll need to absorb your picked rice warm water for as long as 20 hours. Flush the rice well a couple of times and whirl it about. Absorb the water. You'll need to switch the water up each 5 to 6 hours. At the point when the rice starts to grow, you'll see a minuscule shoot. Wash it and cook. If not utilizing promptly, channel well overall, wipe off and store in the ice chest. Wash again prior to utilizing.